is the front part 1 of the men's 2x2 sweater.
Okay, so this is the back. We're now going to do the front. All right, we are back for the front of this sweater. There, that reset the stitches. Taking off my sinker plate, putting on my connecting arm. Now, of course, I have it at tension 3-3. You should really have yours at 0-0. I screwed up, but I'm going with it. We're going to start by pushing back every second needle. Moving up the ribber. And figuring out which needle we need to move up. That's this one. $71. And 71. Okay, we're at 71 and 71. Everything that we don't need is where we need it to be. I have enough yarn to do this project, I hope. We will find out shortly. I am now putting my yarn in. Resetting my row counter. And doing my foundation row. Make sure everything's good. Just remember, if you're going to mess it up, make sure you mess it up equally on both sides. And it's never a mistake, it's an artistic element. We have zeros at 0. Yep, 0 at 0. Expect that side to get stuck again. Don't panic about it. Parting on the ribber. Knitting on the main bed. Reverse for going to the left again. We're now going to knit across for our foundation rows. One. 2. Oh, this time this side's going to get caught. 3. Now I'm going to put on my weights. Now, we required extra weights before. We're going to need them now. So put on an extra barrel weight at 30. Another one at 30. Make sure that's freed. Appears to be. This side appears to be okay. Going to reset our carriages to knitting and knitting. Reset our row counter from 4 to 0, 0, 0 and knit 24 rows. So we're going to knit 1. Make sure it's free. Make sure this side's free. 2. That's free. 3. And yes, they're good. Okay, now let's knit the rest of these rows. Okay, you can see it's bunching up a little bit over here. Move the comb back and forth. It was still caught on something. This happens. Don't panic about it. Just keep an eye on it. You usually know within 10 rows what's going on either side of the bed. Okay, that's 24 rows. We are now going to do our transfers again. So we were making sure at zeros that they're both in knits, and then we're going to do the purls on either side. Just like before, I'm going to pause the video until we come back. Okay, I'm really close. Just gonna keep working on it here. Before I forget, reset your tension to 6 and 6. Reset your row counter to all zeros. And we're going to knit 121 rows and then mark for the armhole. Okay, before I move this last one down, put on my 7 weight. Slide it in. And move this one down. Okay. Ooh, put 3 here. Okay, this looks good. Now we're going to knit 121 rows. Making sure I didn't miss anything. There's no 3s anywhere. All right, 120 rows to go. Okay, that's 5 rows. We'll come back when we're closer to 121. All right, we're at row 119. 120. 121. It is now time to mark for the armhole. Moving them up. Grabbing our yarn. Need a trim. Cut. Clip. Try to make this easier this time. Okay. It's definitely up. All right. We are now going to knit another 95 rows, and then we will start the neckline decrease. So I'm going to knit 90. We'll come back when there's 5 rows to go. All right, this is row 199. Row 200, 17 more rows to go. Seven more rows. Okay, just like all the times you've ever seen me make a sweater, we are going to remove this on waste yarn, secure it. This is our lifeline, and then we're going to start doing the reductions for the neckline. First order of business is to transfer everything up. So we'll come back when I have it all transferred, and then we are going to mark the center of the neckline because it'll be a lot easier to hang both sides back on the machine when we go to actually do the reductions. Okay, we're now going to mark 0. And then we will remove this entire piece on waste yarn. Use this instead. Okay, 0 is right there. All right. Putting my fancy dancy yarn to the side, locking it in. We're not cutting anything. Sinker plate. Waste yarn. One of the things I'm going to have an issue with. Okay. that down there. Hold that. Wish for the best. Fingers crossed. Okay, we're looking good. Okay, at least 10 rows, and then we will latch tool it off. That's probably good enough. We will come back when I have this off the machine, and then we'll put it back on the machine. So, come back in about 5 minutes. All right, I don't know what time it is where you are, but for me, it's supper time. So I'm going to take a supper break, and then we'll come back and we'll finish this up.
This is a good place to stop and restart in the next video.